Victory, thank you for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having me.
I'm Lisa Morgan. I'm a midday host at KOOL FM in Barrie and our Top 20 Cool Countdown host as well. And it's great to talk to you, a new emerging talent here in Canada.
Thank you. It's great to talk to you as well.
So what are you up to right now? I understand that you're not only working on your music, but you're a university student. Tell me about that.
Yes, I go to the University of Toronto, Mississauga, and I'm actually in my third year. I actually just finished my third year, and I'm majoring in health sciences and double minoring in biomed communications and professional writing. And with my music right now, I'm actually working on my next single that's coming sooner than people think.
Okay. Yes. Tell me about being in school. It sounds like a very intense course.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about that. Why did you choose those things to study?
Well, I chose them because it was kind of like the main things I was only like interested in like studying and actually getting to know more about. Because originally I was like, I'm going to be a psych minor. I'm going to do a health sciences major, but psych wasn't for me. And then I did a writing course and I was like, ooh, that's going to be my other minor. And I also picked biomedical communications because it really helps like you're not only your understanding, but how you help other people understand biomed topics. And it's very interesting.
Sounds like a lot of writing. Does it help you at all when you're writing your music now? Do you write differently since going to university and studying writing?
I would say my writing is most definitely improved, thank goodness, to my writing minor. But yeah, I think I approach writing, I'm much more comfortable as a songwriter, because before I was like, I'm not even good at English. Like, how am I supposed to like actually approach writing the song? But now I think I've kind of taken the stress away from it and kind of like sit down and whatever comes to mind, comes to mind.
So you've been getting a lot of attention online with your covers of other people's songs, with your voice is incredible. Tell me about how music came into your life.
Well, music has always been a part of my life, but I didn't really notice I could sing until I was about 9 years old, or 9 or 10. And my brother actually heard me singing. He was like, oh, you're not bad. I was like, really? That's cool. And then I think like the next day at lunch, like he told his friends, and his friends were like, sing for us. And everyone was like, sing. And I was like, okay. And then like that's kind of how I discovered that like not only did I love music, I could also potentially see myself making it and singing it. And yeah.
Do you remember what song it was that you sang for them?
I think it was Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
Okay. And then when you were 13 years old, I understand you studied with an opera singer.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Why opera?
I actually didn't know she was an opera singer when I first started with her. It's like, as we started, she's like, I actually have a lot of opera training and I would like to train you as an opera singer. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And yeah, she was great. For even though we were only like training together for a short time, that was still like a really good learning experience. And I think I still have some of the skills that she showed me at that time.
And did you do anything else? Maybe at school, did you sing with the choir? Did you do talent shows?
I was actually doing a lot of performing at this time. I was performing like all around Calgary, like at different events. I'm Nigerian, so like I have performed at a lot of Nigerian events. Also, I was getting like random opportunities to go to the US and sing. Like I auditioned for like a junior choir and we sang at Carnegie Hall, which is super cool. And I also had this whole talent search experience in LA and got to be in front of some cool A&R reps and representatives for big like studios and stuff. And that was a really cool and fun experience as well.
Can you tell me about the music of Nigeria? Does that have any kind of effect on what you do now? Or tell me about that.
Nigerian music is so lit. I love Nigerian music. It's very much embodies just having a good time and just enjoying life. And I would say, even though I haven't released any Afrobeat music, I do have some in the works.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does it work for you as a university student and also you're working on music? Where do you record? How do you go about it during a pandemic?
The good thing is I've always recorded in my room. So like, even like with the pandemic, it didn't really change anything for me because it's like all in my room. But I definitely have pushed myself more in the pandemic though, because I think before, since I was like, I can record it anytime I want, like it's fine. I wasn't really like being on it and recording, but now I'm like, gotta get this song done, gotta get this song done. And I'm very much, I guess the pandemic helped me be more time conscious and aware.
And who do you work with to, like, you do the vocals, do you also write all the music? Do you play it in your room as well? Like, how do you put that together?
So lately my process has changed, because before, like, I would honestly get a beat off of YouTube and then just write to that. But I've been like, producers have been really nice and like reaching out to me or reaching out through my manager and sending me beats. And what I do is I get a beat, I listen to it, I see how I connect with it, then I write. Usually like the harmony or a melody will come first, and then I'll write to the melody, and then I mix my own vocals as well. Then I mix it, and then the song is done.
It's very efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Gone are the days when you have 20 people in a studio all working for hours and hours.
Yeah, but it would be cool though. Like, I did go to the studio like for the first time last week, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I think it would be cool like post-pandemic to actually be in a studio and have like multiple people like working on one song.
Yeah, that would be a different feel.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any dream locations to go to or studios that you've heard of that you want to work with?
I don't think I have like a specific studio, but I think dream locations has to do more with like where I would want to perform, and not really like where I would. Well, I guess like if I'm performing and like I'm like, oh, there's a studio here, that's cool. Like I guess I could go there, but I guess somewhere I would really want to perform is like Europe. I think that would be just the coolest experience.
Before the pandemic, had you traveled at all? Do you have any favorite places to visit?
Ooh, yeah. Before the pandemic, I hadn't traveled like recently, but I used to travel a lot. But I think my favorite place that I want to go back to right now is probably like New York. I love New York.
What do you love about New York?
So like, you know, New York just has like a whole like swagger to it. Like sometimes, even though like sometimes it smells a bit bad and it's like a little a little crowded, I feel like it has like this kind of like magic to it. Like I feel like Toronto has a little bit of it, but I think it's kind of like the city life, and also just you can literally get the best food like on the street. It's like from a food truck, and I think it's just Broadway as well. I've seen a Broadway shows it like 2 or 3 times, and yeah, just everything collectively. I think just the whole vibe of New York. I love it.
I was talking with Sean Hook this week, actually, and when I asked him the question, like, where do you want to go? He chose New York as well and said basically the same thing. I think I need to give New York another chance. I went once. Yeah. I was 13 though, and I'm like, I never want to go back there.
Oh no, you need to go back there, experience it again.
I think so. Yeah, lots of people, I love New York. I guess that's why there's a whole song about it.
Yeah.
So are you right now in Toronto or are you in Calgary?
Right now I'm in Calgary because well, like school is online, so I was like, let me just go back home and stay with my family. So yeah, I'm in Calgary.
Yeah. How are you finding online school?
Online school is difficult. I miss in-person classes. I like in-person classes, I think is much better because you can actually participate with the prof and like have like face-to-face contact with the prof, and as well like you can actually like ask your like other people in the class like questions, and I just think it's a better learning environment for me. However, I do think that with online learning it's easier to go back and like replace parts of the lecture that you weren't really sure about or had like problems with.
Mm-hmm. And when we can travel again and say we come to Calgary, where should we go? What should we visit when we're there?
When you come to Calgary, I would say like definitely come to Calgary during July, like the first week of July when there's Stampede, because Stampede is so fun. Like I've lived here since I was 6 and I still love Stampede. So yeah, for that week, just come for Stampede. And somewhere else you can visit, I think like downtown, but 17th Avenue, Stephen Avenue, places like that.
And is there some sort of food that Calgary is famous for? Is there something that you can only find in Calgary that you love eating?
I don't think so. But there are like key places that I like eating in Calgary, like Una Pizza, like their cheese pizza. Yum. Um, there's also K-Town fried chicken, really good. Yeah.
I've never been to Calgary, so I don't know if there's like one thing, come try this when you're here. So
one thing, but I will say Calgary has really good food options. Like if you follow like an Instagram page, I think there's like an Instagram page dedicated to just Calgary food, like eats. And if you follow there, just find anything you want to eat. Like I think Calgary is really good at making every food good. Yeah, if you go to the right place.
Yeah. Do they have Nigerian restaurants there?
Oh, a lot. The Nigerian community in Calgary is really large. So like think there's multiple just in the Northwest. There's like multiple Northwest, Northeast, Southwest. You'll find them everywhere.
And what's your favorite Nigerian dish?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I'm just gonna say jollof rice because I just ate that for lunch. So jollof rice.
Your voice is stunning, and I am looking forward to hearing some more music from you, and I'm looking forward to sharing this with our audience online. So thank you for chatting with me.
Thank you for having me. And I'm excited for everyone to hear my new stuff because I think it really pushed myself.
Coming out soon?
Coming out soon-ish.
Well, school takes priority. We understand that. You pay a lot of money to do school. So. Yeah. All right, well, have a great afternoon, and thanks again for chatting with me.
Well, you too. Have a great afternoon as well.